Hey there everybody, welcome back to our channel. I'm just doing red lobster keto rolls and I'm going to double the batch. So I have my stand mixer here and in it are, what did I put? 3 cups of almond flour. So now I'm going to add my other dry ingredient, which is 4 tablespoons of baking powder. And again, remember I'm doubling this recipe. There we go. These are fantastic for breakfast sandwiches. Okay, I'm gonna turn this on so it's noisy for a minute. Just mix those two together. Okay, so that was almond flour and baking powder. I have old cheddar cheese. With the tags off it. I would have shown you, but it's in the garbage. Yes, I washed my hands, of course. So anyway, because I'm doubling it, it calls for 1.5 cups to 2 cups of sharp or old cheddar cheese. You want a good strong flavor. And I think I'm going to go with, so instead of 3 cups, maybe about 3.5. There we go. So the ingredients in this, it's, excuse the banging in the back. We're in this still almost finished. I was gonna say in the middle of renovations, but no, almost done, yay. Anyway, so almond flour, 2 eggs, sour cream, which I still don't have sour cream on hand, so I use heavy whipping cream, and baking powder, and then your cheddar cheese. I probably have enough. If not, make some more. Okay, so I think I will put my cheese, then my egg. So almond flour, baking powder, and now this is a 2 cup measure. So I'm gonna go 1.5 cups. Actually, I'm gonna put half it in now because I'm afraid mixing the egg and the sour and the whipping cream, it might break down the cheese. I've had that happen when I was making just regular homemade bread. So in hindsight, I'm going to mix the other half in at the end. All right, so skipping ahead. Sorry, I make this up as I go. Now I need 1/4 cup, so a 1/2 cup of heavy whipping cream. And now my eggs. My rule with eggs, never put them in your mixture. You might be the absolute best at cracking eggs, and you're still going to get shells once in a while. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 1. These are my free-range eggs from Costco, organic. Oh, look at that. So I did 3 eggs and have 1 little piece of a shell. Okay. I like to clean as I go. So off to the garbage for those. Even though as I look around, I'm also going to make keto rolls, and I'm doing a fish chowder, seafood chowder maybe, in a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to turn this on. This will mix in my heavy whipping cream, 4 eggs. There's no special way. You can't ruin this recipe. And if you you want a little kick, you could add little pieces of jalapeno pepper even jalapeno cheese, just substitute some out. I'm using this just to scrape the sides a little bit. And I always, because I'm always talking, multitasking, whatever, double check. So yes, almond flour, eggs, sour cream, in this case whipping cream, baking powder, and my cheese. Now this recipe originally called for, oh look at that, perfect. It actually originally calls for a teaspoon of garlic powder. I don't put it in. I like this better without the garlic. If you like garlic, and actually I love garlic, but to me these are like tea biscuits, and yeah, anyway, it's just how I do them. And while I'm mixing this, another thing I used to do with my tea biscuits was add pieces of ham or cooked bacon. So I am going to put some bacon chips, so just crumpled cooked bacon that I have in the fridge. And I'm going to add some of that, not to all of them, just to some of them. So that'll be yummy. There we go. So you don't want to overmix this, in my opinion. I've never overmixed it, so I don't know. I do know that your cheese is going to blend in instead of, or it will break down, let's call it. And you don't want that. So I'm stopping this right now. And I have my oven is preheated to 400. I think everybody knows you need to always preheat. I'm gonna bring my pan over. I line it with parchment paper. Alrighty. Just gonna move this so we have a little bit more space. There we go. Okay. We like to use these for breakfast sandwiches, so I'm going to use the half cup measure. Man, oh man, I got stuff everywhere. Okay. Anyway, I'm going to use the half cup measure. Just has a little bit of the heavy cream in it. And the last time I made them, I used this size. I think it gave us 6. Yeah. They look a little big, but we'll see. So I think I'll do a few of them. They also don't spread out, so you can, yeah, I didn't do them the last time this big. Oh, well, you know what? We're here with the half cup. Let's keep going. And just gonna leave these. This looks like there's 2. Yeah. I'm gonna put little pieces of bacon in those last 2. So just break it up. These are absolutely delicious with just butter on them. So these were cut in half, these pieces of bacon, when I cooked them. So that's 1 maybe. Just mix that around. So we're going to have one of these with our fish chowder tonight. And I think more. In my opinion, you can't have too much bacon. Yum, yum. Okay, perfect. So So ideally, I should have gotten 12, but because we want to use them for breakfast sandwiches, I have 6. Actually 7. I just looked at the pan. And I'm gonna make 8. And if you wanted to know calories and all that fun stuff, just find an app and pop all these ingredients in and then divide how many you get out of it. It's that simple. I don't know, nor do I care. Our concern is just watching our carbs. And the reason we don't eat these every single day is because I choose not to. I'm just gonna add a little bit more. I feel like it needs to be covered though, because we don't want it to crisp up. They're going in the oven at a high heat. And if it was just placed on the top, it's gonna make them crispy.